Shalom, shalom, shalom. Just doing a quick little video. Now reading the article. Well, reading Wikipedia actually, because I believe the spirit off on me just to get into it. Little one. Of course, getting all praise and all glorification to YAHAWASHI, Shemar QADASH, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Shemar QADASH, and praise and glorification to YAHAWASHI, Shemar QADASH. And of course, getting the bar to the Vasa Great Muslim, teach you well. Yeah, you just want to do a quick little article. Uprising one. Well, not article, so not article, just a little history lesson about Antipater, because some groups, one by the YAHAWASHI, saying that Herod was a Jake, some stupid reason. And I'm just gonna go a little history, a little reading, because Scripture says, 2 Timothy. Scripture says 2 Timothy, chapter 2. 15, studied to show thyself approved unto Yahawah Shemel Shemar QADASH, a workman and need not to be ashamed, rightly divine the word truth, Can't just believe every word, because it's simple believe every word. As the scripture says, Proverbs 14:15 is a simple believe of every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. So we gotta look into it. This is how we came to the 100% truth in GMS, Well, not part of GMS, but hey, you got the 100% truth. That's how we came to it, So let's get to it. I'm saying call him like how about Shemel QADASH. But Antipater the First, the Idumean, born 113 to 114 BC, died 443 BC, was the founder of the Herodian dynasty and the father of Herod the Great. According to the Josephus, he was the son of Antipas, and Josephus was a historian, and he was a Levite. No, I actually didn't know. I knew he was an Israelite. I didn't know what tribe, but yeah, he was a Levite. So his mother was a. Main point is that he's a Levite. So this is trustworthy. He's Jake, say least. Trustworthy advice from a brother. According to the Josephus, somewhat, say. One knows, but hey. He was the son of Antipas and had formerly held their name. He was the son of Antipas and formerly held that name. Antipas was again another Edomite. A native of Idumea. A native. Looking for the word native. We'll see word for native. Let's see definition. Definition for the word native. Oh, bullshit. I'm trying to get through this. There we go. Person born in a specific place or associated with a place by birth, whether consequently resident there or not. Indigenous, origin, growth. Associated with the place or circumstances by a person of a person's birth. Like you're from there. You made from there. You originated from there. And he was a native, so he was naturally born an Idumean. He wasn't a stranger. He wasn't someone who just traveled into land. No, he was a native. And going further into the document, you see more and more that he is an Edomite. I used to skip around this thing. Trying to get to the key points I want to get out. God, I really just want to do this article just show that he's an Edomite. Antipater is an Edomite, a devil. It's just the main point. I don't want to really go into full history, like how he came into power, things like that. You can search it out on your own. But say at least he got in, by marriage. You're not mistake. Yeah, set up by the Roman. I'm quoting that correctly. Last time I might as well go into it. Just show how I got into it. Little one, but yeah, Shalakia. Just show how he got into the power seat, a position of power. And the bear. Get it real quick. Paid. Yeah. So I was trying to get to the point where he came into the seat of power. There you go. Start right here. Antigonus was not, however, the last Hasmonean. The fate of the remaining male members of the family under Herod was not a happy one. Aristobulus, grandson of Aristobulus, drew his son Alexander, was briefly made high priest, was soon executed due to Herod's jealousy. Sister Mariamne was married to Herod, but fell victim to his notorious jealousy. Her sons by Herod, the Edomites, were in their adulthood also executed by their father. So when he got in, basically just killed off the last of the Herods. Well, killed off the last of the Hasmoneans. Hyrcanus II, John Hyrcanus II, aka the coon, to the Romans, had been held by the Parseans since 40 BC. For 4 years until 36 BC, he lived among the Babylonian Jews, yada yada yada. In that year, Herod, who feared that Hyrcanus might induce the Parseans to help him regain the throne, invited him to return to Jerusalem. Yada yada yada. The Babylonian Jews wanted him in vain. Herod received him with every mark of respect, assigning him the first place at his table in the presidency of the state council, while waiting an opportunity to get rid of him. At the last Hasmonean, Hyrcanus was too dangerous a rival for Herod. In the year 30 BC, charged with plotting with the king of Arabia, Hyrcanus was condemned and executed. So that's how the Heronian dynasty came in. Shalaki is saying it was Antipater, who came in, but Antipater was the one who set up. Antipater was working for the Romans. I believe he's the one who set up Herod to position of power that they had, to get rid of the Hasmoneans. Abaraz want to just look more into it. Some people as well. I won't my own words or either write out the document. But you look into on your own. And that's another topic for another day. Maybe we go into after I get finished with this, but right now I just want to get back to Antipater. Let's get back to it. The Antipater again. Same one? Yeah. A native of Idumea, a region southeast of Judah in which the Idumeans settled during the classical period. Antipater became a powerful official under the Hasmonean. Antipater became a powerful official under the Hasmonean kings, and subsequently became a client of the Roman general Pompey the Great when Pompey conquered Judah in the name of the Roman Republic. So he had hands with the Romans because, again, he's an Edomite. And Romans also were Edomites. But that's how he got in. That's how he got to see power. It's like I say anything different. But yeah, but basically, Antipater was working with the Romans, and the Romans only have a seat of power. We already had a seat of power. He was working way up with the Jews at that time. So anywho, they just got up in there. Esau creeped in. Because again, the Sadducees were already polluting the Ismailian dynasty. The Sadducees were already polluting it. Was there as a Hellenization? So they're all becoming coons. Most had millions were already becoming coons during that time, so they got easily deceived, by Esau. So yeah, basically summarizing, Hasmoneans builds this man up, and he worked with the Romans to overthrow them, and betrayed them basically. When Julius Caesar defeated Pompey, Antipater rescued Caesar and Alexandria, and was made chief minister of Judea. As Judah became known to the Romans with the right to collect tax, Antipater eventually made his sons Phasaelus and Herod governors of Jerusalem and Galilee. Respectively, after the assassination of Caesar, Antipater was forced to side with Gaius Cassius Longinus against Mark Antony. The pro-Roman politics of Antipater led to his increasing unpopularity among the devout non-Hellenistic Jews, aka the Pharisees, basically. Because they're trying to keep the tradition of old, aka the law, and also their own customs as well. He died by poison, so basically he got poisoned to death. Now I just wanted to do a little summary. Again, not his. Well, it is a history lesson, but not about his rulership and things like that. You give a summarization. Let me get to the point. About him being an Edomite. Drew background. Though historians understand that Antipater's family converted to Judaism in the 2nd century BC, their story has circulated in the wake of his sons coming to power. So, different stories about who he was, and like that, how he came to power, who he was to begin with, his history. And this is all to see the same. Well, this is all just to see the same at the end of the day, because I'm about to read, I might as well read right now, and then I'll get the precept. They demonstrated the tensions that existed between the Jewish people and the powerful Edomites. They demonstrated the tensions that existed between the Jewish people and the powerful Edomites who appear at this time. Nicolaus of Damascus, the court historian for Herod, wrote that Herod's ancestors were among the historical elite of Jerusalem who had been taken by King Nebuchadnezzar into Babylonian captivity. So this Edomite, because this dude is an Edomite, a Greek historian. So this dude's an Edomite, saying that this dude was supposedly someone who got taken into captivity during the Babylonian captivity. And during that time, Jacob getting taken in, during that time. Ezra 2 and verse 1. Now these are the children of the province that went up out of the captivity of those which had been carried away, who Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away into Babylon, and came again unto Jerusalem and Judah, every one into his city. So basically, this Edomite is trying to say that Antipater's ancestry were one of these people who came back to the land, which is a complete lie, because again, so later on in the document, Josephus goes over. Might as well finish off here. Quick. In the 6th century BC, this account served two purposes when the Persian king Cyrus sent the captives into Babylon back to Judea. It likely that some chose to settle elsewhere. A legitimate dispersion such as this shroud the fact that Herod's ancestry is undocumented in the meticulous records of returned Jewish families. No, the people trying to say that Antipater is an Israelite, no, may use this. No, say, oh well, this man he returned from the Jewish captivity in Babylon. No, he wasn't. No, because first off, that was recorded by Edomite. So of course, an Edomite will lie for an Edomite, trying to make it, trying to work the seat among the children of Israel, trying to make it seem like he's a Jake, so people can like him. I already read about how Herod was jealous over the Hasmoneans because they were kings over Israel at that time, so they wanted power, to say at least. And that's working the same, man. Psalms 50:3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they are born, speaking lies. And that's clear to see. As I might as well get it right here. Yeah. And right here. Josephus explained this rendering by critiquing its author. Nicolaus wrote this to please Herod. Now this is about Jake. Jake right here. The historian explains this rendering by critiquing its author. Nicolaus wrote to please Herod. It would do so at the cost of truthfulness. And you can't really credit Edomite. In no way, shape, or form, you can't really credit Edomite. And Edomites are so-called white people, man. Edomites are not. They're because the word red and ruddy are the same, used in the same word, because Esau was a craftiness, slapped that in. Still don't make a difference, because red and ruddy, again, red animal. This is a red animal. It can have eyes to see and ears to hear. That's red. This is red. This is red. This is ruddy. This is ruddy. That's red. This is ruddy. This is red. This is ruddy. You people with no understanding, man. You get tripped up because Esau said something. Esau put a different definition in the book. No, because the same word for ruddy and red, for David, it was used for ruddy, and for Esau, it's used red. It had the same definition, but really going into it, it really represents health. For David's case, it really represents health. We look at different translations. It really just goes into health. But yet for Esau, there's no other definition, no other way of interpreting it, none. It's used for red. He's red, straight red. He was born red. I might as well get it. Because he is red, man. Straight red. Like a hairy garment. And first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they call his name Esau. Red, very red. Red, reddish, red, no ruddy. Rubio is also red. None, Rufus, red. And I'm saying red. All this means red. But yet for you have to try to say, well, it's the same word. It's the same word. Now this is why you can't really trust the blue letter with these definitions, man. With these words and these root words, because he's trying to mess it up. Trying to insert their own lobby. We'll see this 3 times. Supposedly used 3 times, man. This is why you can't trust the blue letter, man. Or these Edomite insurgents. Try to say, oh, it's ruddy. No, it's not right, man. Look at this here. Here's 1 Samuel 16:12. Again, in other words, they say, "Oh, it says ruddy," and the ruddy word goes back to the same word. It's ready. No, LT. So Jesse sent for him. He was dark and handsome, with beautiful eyes. And Howell said, "This is the one, anoint him, dark and beautiful, health and fine appearance and handsome features, ruddy and beautiful eyes, health, things like that." Because when you're ruddy, no, when you're ready, it means that it shows that you're healthy. You know, when you're ready, it shows that you have health in your health in you. So you have melanin, to say the least. When you have melanin, when you have a lot of melanin, you know, your skin gets how to say tanner. To say the least. When you have a lot of melanin, your skin gets tanner. Esau has no melanin. They're called lepers. They're cursed by the sun. You know, and plus, that makes no sense. Because why these people in power are all so-called white people? You people saying that, oh, Esau not the white man. No, what the fuck? Who is these people in power then? It ain't Japhet. It definitely ain't Japhet, because Japhet had no prophetic power. You may say, oh, what about Ezekiel 38, man? But Gog and Magog, man, they're living in the land of Gog and Magog. They mean they're originally from the land of Gog and Magog. No, went to before Japhet and the Minoans, no Min. I say the name right. Minoans, or so-called dark-skinned people. The only reason there's white-skinned people here, people say, well, there's white people here. No, that's mainly because to show a difference between the man and the woman, they how to say, they shewed, in order to show a difference between a man and a woman, they color their skin different, to say the least. I can find this article. I'm just going off spirit. No, I want to get it real quick. Edification of the Saints, Goal 1. When I can get it real quick. And then this just goes into the different colorations of them. You know, mainly it goes into showing the difference between man and woman. You know, nothing really goes into going into like they're actually white people. No, it's showing to the difference between man and woman. See right here. See the woman is white. No, women are white. No, are colored white, and the men are colored brown. They're all really brown, but all have long hair. You know, because again, long hair is a custom of the heathen. You know, they want to show the difference between a man and a woman. They had to color them different. You know, and I could look for, but I'm only got the understanding. You know, side topic, but yeah. Again, the original Japhites were brown people. So who are these white people, man? Who are these white people rolling over the earth and have Jake captain? And they had the goal to say, oh, well, the elites. He said, the elites are black people, nigga, what? Then because they saw a picture of the Pope bowing down to a black, and I'm thinking black statue. No. No. Because they saw a picture of Pope bowing down to a black image. They said, oh, the elites are black. So, and nigga, what? The math, I'm leading black mountain, black Madonna. And of course, Esau lies. Nah, and that's a true image. The real image. I believe it's supposed to be Mary. No, and she was a so-called dark-skinned woman. No, she was a so-called dark-skinned woman. No, that's who she was. And people worshiping her like, well, it's like people, people worshiping her like she's the queen of heaven, because you had that queen of heaven spirit again. You know, but the main point is just because Esau's bowing down to a black image doesn't mean the elites are black. Any image, doesn't mean the elites are black, bro. That's stupid as hell. Because again, the Edomites are black. Well, it's like not Edomites are black. Edomites are white. There's only so-called white people. I should clarify. Here, let me clarify. The original white people, in the facial, in the skin tints, not really even white, to say the least, are red. Real red, like blood red. To be technical. While in modern day terms, the original white people were Edomites. But now, over the process of time, things like that, when intermixing, things like that, Jay can be looking like a white person, to say the least. Jay could be looking like a white person, because they may not have a lot of melanin, may have stringy hair, but they're Jake, because their father's lineage, by their father's side, all goes back to Jacob, all go back to Jacob, it really is what it go back to. At the end of the day, so not really about a skin thing, but the elites themselves, Edomites themselves, they are red. People call them white because may have a kind of look white. Really, your skin just transparent. The skin is transparent. They have less leprosy. They have no melanin. They have no melanin. So henceforth, they're Edomites. Because the Lord cursed them from the womb for not having melanin. The Lord literally cursed them. There's a curse upon the wicked. In the mark of Cain. The mark of Cain is, the leprosy. Continual, perpetual leprosy. Even from the womb, Even from the womb, man. Because during the time of Adam, all people were a melanated people. Everyone's a melanated because they all came from the ground. But Cain, however, he was marked with a sign. It wasn't no physical thing when he was covered up. It wasn't like a tattoo. It wasn't like a big writing on his forehead. No, he just covered it up with like a headband or whatever. No, his whole body was made leprous. Genesis, let's start verse 13. Genesis 4:13. Cain said unto Yahawah, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And that's the same spirit these Edomites have. A fugitive and a vagabond, conquering over every land, having no set home. And that's Habakkuk 2:5, man. They eat consistently, they consume consistently all the lands around them, and they're not satisfied. They're like death and hell. These are these Edomites, these devils, man. And the vagabond on the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that fighteth me shall slay me. And that's what's going to happen. They could be reduced to a cave image yet again. A being a little significance, say the least. And Yahawah said unto him, therefore, wheresoever, and Yahawah said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And Yahawah sent a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. Let me get this in the NLT. Yahawah replied, no, for I will give a sevenfold punishment to anyone who kills you. Then Yahawah put a mark on Cain to warn anyone who might try to kill him. So basically, the Lord marked him, saying, no one's going to kill you. So I'm going to put a mark on you so no one can kill you. So no one will kill you. I have to start a little more up. Get the actual curse of Cain. Start with 10. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother blood crying from me from the ground. And because in the spirit world, when in the spirit world he went up went up to the Father after, and went up to Yahawah. He was crying against Abel, man. It's like he was crying against Cain, man. He was crying against him. Complaining to the Lord, and when shall you revenge me? As this wicked ass man. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which have opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee. Her strength, a fugitive and a vagabond, shalt thou be in the earth. And now you see that again in Esau. He had to make GMO foods. He had to make all these corrupt, tainted, things, anything edible. He tainted, man. When the ground and earth is all covered blood, when he killed a whole lot of people, he was blessed with the sword, man. Esau got blessed with a sword. Cain literally used a sword, or used whatever weapon he had, and was able to kill him. And that's Esau's blessing, man. And he had the same hatred, man. You can see in the spirit that Esau is Cain in the regeneration, man. Esau is Cain in the regeneration. You can see, man. You have eyes to see and ears to hear. And then you can see it again in these Edomites, man. You can see it again. Same spirit, same demon, same. It's the same. It's just the same person, man. And it got the same mark. Which is what? Leprosy. Yeah, again, it was a little. If his whole back was, made some damn drawing on his back, even if even if his head had a whole carving in his head, that wouldn't be enough. He just covering up. Now his whole body, man, his whole body was made white, because everyone on the earth during that time was brown, or dark brown, or light brown. But everyone was a shade of brown. He was white. He was the only person on the earth that was white. So everyone would know he's an Edomite. And it wasn't that extravagant. It wasn't like a big fireball over his head. You literally burning on fire the whole time. None. That's not written. His mark is simple. Literally leprosy. And Esau got that same mark, man. Esau got that same mark. Be leprous. Be white. Continually. Perpetual leprosy, man. And the Lord only gonna destroy this man. He's not gonna let this man remain. He's gonna destroy this man. Just like he destroyed Cain, all the seed of Cain during the time of the flood. You gotta do it again. Then the word fourth time was was it Ecclesiastes? Again, everything twofold. It happened once most likely 9 times in 10 gonna happen again. And the Cain existed once, the wicked one. And most likely 9 times out of 10 gonna happen again. And you see it now because Esau fulfilling that lot of being the wicked one, being the literal devil, that old serpent. Where is it? Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that have been is that which shall be done, and that which is done, and that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. And again, that's the devil, man, the Edomites. How can you not see that Esau is a so-called white man? How can you not see that Esau is a so-called white man? He got blessed with the sword, got blessed with the fatness of the earth. According to Genesis 27, he got blessed with the fatness of the earth, blessed with a sword. And you see with the technology, man, these bioweapons, these nukes, these bombs, all of these were made by the Edomites, the so-called white man. All of it. Sleazy. And the Amalekites, the so-called the JEWs, they're the head of it. They're top of the glass because they own everything. They literally do. The JEWs, they own everything. They own literally everything. So they are the Amalekites. They are the people in the head, they are the elites. Not no goddamn nigga. Not no goddamn nigga. Hiding out in a rock. The nigga under the rock, man. You people are deluded. You people are deluded and color struck. You honestly think that a so-called black man was in the head of everything. The same dude saying that shit believed that Alexander, was also a Jake, which he wasn't. That fact wasn't a Jake, man. Alexander's not Jake. No, Herod's not Jake. Ruth is not Eve. No, you're trying to pin all these people in power. Next thing you know, they're trying. Well, they already did say that Esau not the white man. These people are deluded, man. And evil, again, as Scripture says, they're waxing worse and worse. The lying hypocrisies and the demons are waxing worse and worse, man. It's wild, man. It really is wild. The Lord just striking them over and over again, yet they can't perceive it. No one can perceive it. Oh, where is it? Wax worse. Where's this line? I'm trying to figure it out where it is. He is waxing worse and worse. No. There we go. Calling my YAHAWASHI. 2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. No. And these people are deceivers, man. Complete another deceiver. One by YAHAWASHI, complete deceivers, man. Literally the synagogue saying, man. You can't perceive that shit. There's something wrong with you. You've been deceived and beguiled by flashy garments. Flashy garments. And a loud voice saying, come on, that's right. Come on, that's right. Bring it out. That shit. You've been deceived, man. Blindside. By them niggas. And the Lord only gonna destroy you unless you get out of there. Again, some people are meant not to get it. And those people seem like they're not meant to get it. Waxing worse and worse by the day. You denying the miracles of YAHAWASHI. You can't explain YAHAWASHI's resurrection or YAHAWASHI's purpose. His purpose was to die for Israel. And then he resurrected from the dead. You can't explain that or make sense of that. You're trying to say, oh, it's all parabolic, it's all prophecy. Then what? So if you're saying that's all metaphoric, then how did YAHAWASHI die for Israel? Because that was the purpose. That's how we got grace. Unless you're saying, oh, he didn't die. No, he didn't die. YAHAWASHI, Paul even addressed that, saying that people try to deny the resurrection. I'll pull that up. Paul even already went into it, man. People trying to deny the resurrection of the Lord. People trying to deny the resurrection of the Lord. You're saying there is no miracles. You're saying that YAHAWASHI didn't resurrect from the dead. Basically, you're saying that YAHAWASHI, he's still dead. Here it is. Calling my YAHAWASHI. This is 2 Timothy 2:16. But shun profane and vain babbling, where they will increase unto more ungodliness. And you see with these niggas, man. Vain and profane babbling. And their reward will eat that do of a cranker, of whom is Hymenaeus and Philius. And these niggas, I believe, honestly, these people anyone who follows them are Hymenaeus and Philius, man, in the resurrection, or had the same spirit because they're doing the same shit. This kind of talk spreads like cancer. It is like cancer because it spreads so many people because they're getting so deceived, and they're probably doing the same shit, man. They're probably doing the same shit. Going out on a high post, screaming at the top of their lung. Again, I already read Ezekiel. Sorry, not Ezekiel. Ecclesiastes 1:9. I've seen that in 4 times. What's like? I keep on the wrong one. And the thing that have been and that which shall be done, no thing under the sun. They're probably doing the same thing, man. Screaming at the top of their lungs, yelling at everyone. During that time, we consider a Pharisee, I guess. He's screaming at the top of their lungs to draw people in, and get people to follow them. And so when people follow them, they get to spread their own philosophy onto them and kill them. Spread them like cancer, man. And people get down with them because they talk to the world, man. And only just condemnation, as in the case of Hymenaeus and Photilius. Reading on, whom concerned the truth have erred, saying that the resurrection is past already, and overthrown the fate of some. And these dudes are doing the same shit, saying, "Oh, there is no resurrection. There is no resurrection. Yahawashi didn't resurrect from the grave." Because they're fucking wicked demons. Who concerning the truth have erred, saying that the resurrection is past already, and overthrown the face of some. So you're just trying to lose people's confidence. Again, I believe these dudes sold out. Though that's a sleazy the devil. They're trying to not say they're the devil. And they had to say, they said like the Edomites, the real Edomites are the tares that look like Jake. Like, nigga, what? They said the real Edomites are the tares that look like Jake. Like, nigga. Like, seriously, nigga. You realize how stupid that fucking sounds. Because their forefathers, according to you, because you believe your lineage is by your father, so their forefathers will be Edomite. Like, that means you came, like, you just subjected all people in your room, in your little classroom, whatever, with your flashy garments, you subject all of them to be so-called Edomites. It could be Edomites. Because, because Esau looks like Jake. So Jake, it makes no sense, man. Like, literally, honestly makes no sense. Who are the Edomites, man? Who are these white cracker devils? You're saying they're Jake. You're saying the Edomites are Jake. They look like Jake. In terms of like looking like, a so-called quote-unquote black or quote-unquote Hispanic, quote-unquote Native American man. And they're already saying, I believe they're saying like that the original, before Esau came over, they're saying that the Native Americans and Hispanics were also black, which is not really true because, again, it intermixed with the Syrians, and that there's go history to it. Israel been intermixing with other nations, man. They're not one color. They're not all so quote unquote black. We're not even black, bro. We ain't black. You just still hold on to that black power movement bullshit, trying to equate everyone to the same connotation as being proud black people. And then you try to label your enemy. You try to label your enemy. Slovakia, hold on. Slovakia. But they tried to equate their enemy, their own enemy, to being so-called quote-unquote black people. I'm trying to use modern terms so people can understand. I'm trying to say Esau's black. Now I'm trying to say Esau's black. Now I'm trying to say, like, who's these white people, bro? They're just trying to say, oh, that's Jeff. Next thing trying to say that Jeff. They can't even say that the devil because they have either these motherfuckers, these dudes who colonized, raped, robbed, murdered, rape, rob, murder, all Jake, blacks, Hispanic, Americans, so-called the Israelites, rape, rob, murdered them, scattered them across the four corners of the earth, chased them with a sword. They try to say, oh, that's not the devil, man. We be drawing more of a crown if we start saying the devil. No, you're already drawing the crown enough. That's what they are, man. They are the devil. Now, who are they, man? You're saying, who are these men that are white? You're saying they're not the Edomites. You're saying, oh, well, see, their skin originally was ruddy. I mean, not everyone. And then they try to say that David, then they try to say that David's black. David's white. They try to say that David was white. Niggas trying to say that David was white. Niggas trying to say that David was white. David was white, Esau was black. They swapping up the whole thing because they can't understand the word ready. You know, and he used a Google definition, a Google definition, man. He looked up on Google the word ready, man. And he can't see again my floorboards. And my floorboards are ready. Show this. I guess you consider this penny, this copper colored penny, although you can see it, this will be considered kind of ruddy, because it's kind of like a reddish brown. Same as that. No, it's ruddy. No, ruddy. That's ruddy. No, so like you going off topic so much. Now I'm gonna do a history lesson, but shit. Spare you something here. Let me hear, man. But yeah, this is ruddy. This will be considered kind of ruddy, kind of like a reddish brown, kind of ruddy. Now let's look up some ruddy people for the ignorant, because these people are ignorant, man. Ruddy people, for the ignorant. Ignorantly, you be ignorant still. First Corinthians, what is it? 4:15. It's like 1 Corinthians 14. You be ignorant, then be ignorant still. Again. Ruddy. Ruddy. Not these white people. Nah. None of them are ruddy. Not a single one. His hair is ruddy. They're ruddy. Ruddy. There's a brownish red. You'll get to see all these Edomites. Ruddy. Yeah, they try to say, oh, let's look up a red heifer, man. Yeah, they try to look up a red heifer, man. Niggas, man. No, they try to look for a red heifer. No, try to say, well, you see, the red heifer isn't red. It's like round to me. They're completely confused, man. And it's stupid. Look up a red bird. Because again, use red. The reason why I use red simply is because they're red. Esau was called red because they're red, not ruddy. It said like a hairy garment. No, a hairy garment would be a goat skin. Oh, okay. Goat skin dyed red. That would be considered a hairy garment. Goat skin dyed red. A ram skin is like a ram skin dyed red. And that was going to be a covering for the tent. Ram skin dyed red. And a covering above the battered skin. Dyed red. Go to the word Adam. Again, Adam doesn't mean Adam. No, it means Adam. No. Adam, red. Red. And most of the time, again, don't listen to Esau, Sleazy E, saying it's ruddy. No, it's not right. It's red. Literal red. And this right here, red like crimson, red. No. Here, her Nazarenes. This is also an example of when used in a metaphoric phrasing, I should say, and something like that. Her Nazarenes, Lamentations 4 and 7. Her Nazarenes are purer than snow. They are wearing the milk. Now you're trying to take another carnal mind state. You may say, oh, they're white. They were more ruddy in body and rubies. They're polishing of sapphire. So next you're trying to say, oh, they're white. They're white and ruddy. You're trying to take it literally. Their visage is blacker than coals. Now you're trying to say you're black. Now you're trying to say they're black. They're coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones, it withereth, it become like a stick. And now you're trying to say they're black. Now you're trying to say they're white. Now you're trying to say the red. Now you're trying to say the black. Like you're trying to take it literally. It's not literal, man. Again, the word ruddy, the word red, the word ruddy can be in metaphoric senses as well. In the case of David, is used in a literal metaphoric sense. White means pure. White means pure. Ruddy, means health. And then verse 8, black means just sad, say at least. In the present state. You know. And the Lord said he I won't say that. She like it. But NLT, our princes once glowed with health, brighter than snow, whiter than milk. Their faces were as ruddy as rubies. Their appearance like fine jewels. Again, this is why you can't take it literally. You start saying they're white and they're red. And if the princes were brighter than snow and whiter than milk, their bodies were more ruddy than rubies. Their appearance like lapis lazuli, which again sapphires. Again, you can't take it literally. Now you start saying, "Oh, they're blue now," because sapphires are blue. Sapphires are blue. You can't take it literally. It just means they're in a good health, pure, good condition, health, bodily, thing like that. You can't take it all literally, thing like that. The Esau can people here say, "Well, they were in a famine, so their skin became black." No, people's skin color don't change because of famine. Shouldn't make it now shiny. It may lose a ruddy, kind of feel. May look kind of sad. Your skin may get all crusty or ashy or less vibrant, less shiny because they had no water. Things like that. That may happen, but it's not going to change your little skin color to the fact that they lose pigmentation. The Esau went through famines and plagues. Yet they didn't start becoming black people. Again, Esau is a so-called white man. Red people. They're the red devil. They are not black people. They're not so-called black people. They're not so-called melanated people, brown people. They're not. They are white people. Some of them can look like black people. Some can look like white people, but all the way from the beginning, they started off as a so-called white man. From their start, and they try to align. They try to get darker. Esau tried to get darker. They slept with a Canaanite or a Hamite, trying to even get some pigmentation on them. But it didn't work. They had a perpetual lineage of leprosy. Yeah, people try to scare us saying, "Well, no, he was originally melanated too." And come on, bro. At the end of the day, man. Again, this is why I said Ezekiel, so like Ezekiel 14:9, and if the prophet be deceived when he has spoken this thing, I Yahawah have deceived that prophet, and will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him. That the house of Israel may go no more astray from me, need be polluted anymore with all their iniquities, or that they may be my people, and I may be their power. Yahawah, saith Yahawah, HALAHYAM, or power. It's like, So these wicked motherfuckers are gonna die, unless they repent, But that's the main point. I wanted to go more into the article, but it's not an article, a document, But I think the Lord didn't want me to do that. But yeah, Lord would clarify again. Esau is a so-called white man, and anyone from that lineage of Esau by their father's side, they are the so-called white man. It'll go back to Esau by their father's side. Typically, they look like white people. But typically, I should say, all by the lineage. Again, they're not brown people. They're not dark people. They're not dark-skinned, brown-skinned, melanated people. They're leprous, demons, and assholes. And Antipater was also a demon, and also an asshole, and also an Edomite. and so was Alexander. So was, well, not Ruth. She was a Moabite. No, she wasn't. She was not an Israelite. Ruth was not an Israelite. If she was an Israelite, she would talk like an Israelite. She would act like an Israelite. She wouldn't get her baby taken away from her. No, and, and her whole baby stolen. Well, I shouldn't say stolen. She really gave birth to the child. They took the child, gave it to her mother-in-law, and said, "This is her baby now. Blesses, blesses Naomi." No, they blessed Naomi with the child. They named the child, and Sarah, and Ruth had no part in it. She was I believe, Elder YAHAWAH went into it. She was a surrogate mother. You know, she was used to give birth. She was an incubator, a human incubator. You know, that's really what the human woman goes into, a human incubator, man. Oh, low way you're at 5 o'clock. I'll look up a little bit of news real quick. You know, a little prophecy. No little one. No. Wicked motherfuckers, man. Wicked motherfuckers. You know. But it's going into some little news. Show the screen. COVID damn. Kid outbreak grows Chinese factories and supply chains with chaos. No. But yep. The last thing, and probably close out after. No. I believe the spirits let me say enough. I want to check. No spirit had anything else. No. But think that's it. Think that's all. Yep. I think that's all. No, nothing really else popping up. Yeah, low and edified. Of course, again, our praise and glorification. The YAHAWAH BAHASHAM Shai, Shemaka QADASH, Barak YAHAWAH, Barak Shai, Allah YAHAWAH BAHASHAM Shai, Shemaka QADASH, and praise and glorification to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM Shai, Shemaka QADASH. And of course, again, our answer to the public millstone, teach you well. No, yeah, if I cause any questions or comments or you're offended, leave them in the comment section down below, and we'll go over all piece as well. And praise and glorification to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM Shai, Shemaka QADASH, and Shalom.